Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. We didn't get a chance to do one of these yesterday because, to be honest, it was quite quiet on the news front. So I don't want to put these out for the sake of just putting them out. I want you to know that if we've got an episode, then there's something juicy in here, right? And there is something juicy in today's. So yeah, a couple of days worth of bits in this one. But I just wanted to start with Worlds Collide. Worlds Collide, obviously you've heard, is taking place on Friday immediately after Smackdown. So the plan is we're going to do the watch along, we're going to do Smackdown, we're going to do Worlds Collide straight after. But if you're anything like me, you'll have no idea what the card is because this has been such a weird build. So I thought it would make sense just to have a look at Wikipedia and just have a look at the card, right? So we've got this, which is a showcase 8-man tag match. LWO are one of the teams, so Del Toro, Wild, and Lince Dorado. I think it's just a way of getting people on the show, right? A showcase match. So don't need to worry too much about that. Then we've got this fatal four-way for the Latin American Championship. Now, I'm thinking this is probably like their mid-card belt. So the champ is Wagner Jr., defending against Dragon Lee, Ethan Page, and JD McDonough. Then we've got this mixed tag match, Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez working together, taking on Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana. So I know there's a lot of Mr. Iguana fans out there. So there we go, mixed tag match. Then we've got, I believe this to be the Women's Championship. So a singles match to determine the number one contender for the Women's Championship. So Fabi Apache against Natalya. Now, are we getting Natalya or are we going to get Natty? I'm very excited to find out. So there we go. This is a number one contenders match. Then we've got a title match. This is for the AAA World Tag Team Championships. So the tag champs, Pagano and Psycho Clown, defending against the New Day. And then our main event, this is for the top title in AAA, the AAA Mega Championship. That's Vikingo against Dominic Mysterio. So plenty of names there that I'm sure you will be familiar with. There's a graphic for the main event. And as we said, this is going down on Friday, immediately after SmackDown. We will be doing the watch-along for that. Right, Triple H praises AJ Lee for stepping back into WWE as if she never left. AJ Lee just came back. She's been out for 10 years and hasn't missed a beat. Just right there, as charismatic as ever. Fans are loving it, says Triple H. So seemingly Triple H impressed with what he's seen so far. Okay, big news. I told you something juicy was in here, and this is the news that, not that we'd been waiting for, but this is the kind of news that I love having in Unseen. So this has not been confirmed yet. This has not been announced by WWE, but it is expected to be announced. Apparently, there was a leaked press release in Arabic that was saying that WrestleMania 2027 is going to be held in Saudi Arabia, right? And then, apparently, the chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, Turki Al-Sheikh, has announced that WrestleMania is coming to Saudi Arabia. So I don't know where that announcement was made. What I heard was that there was a leaked press release. Maybe it's in that. Perhaps the press release was from Turki Al-Sheikh because I never saw the press release. But PW Insider have come out and gone, look, the information is correct. There is going to be an announcement soon. WrestleMania 2027, WrestleMania 43 is going to be held in Saudi Arabia. Now, obviously, people are still digesting this news. I think there are pros and cons. I think the biggest con is that a lot of the fan base are in America and Canada, right? WWE is a global brand, but it's a growing global brand. And there's no denying that the majority of the fans are over in North America, right? So, I don't know. This is one where it's going to be quite expensive to get flights. We know how much tickets are as well. I mean, I can't imagine tickets are going to be cheap. So it's one of those where I think this is going to be quite disappointing for a lot of people. Plus also, we just don't know the size of the fan base in Saudi Arabia. I mean, we know that they can sell out a decent sized venue, but I don't know. Are we going to do a WrestleMania like this? Or is there a stadium? I don't even know if there's a stadium. I would imagine there is. Knowing how much money Saudi Arabia have got, I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't just build a stadium. There might not be a stadium there right now, but give it a week, there might be a stadium. So, I don't know. It's bonkers, right? I mean, I think WrestleMania going to Saudi Arabia is not the biggest surprise in the world. I think it happening so quickly is probably a big surprise. I mean, I said this during our watch along. They've got the Royal Rumble, but we haven't even seen how that's gone yet. The Royal Rumble's going to Saudi Arabia in 2026. We haven't even looked at how that's done. I mean, now they've just got WrestleMania. And of course, we know the reason why. It's money. It always comes back to money. So, yes, there we go. It's happened. WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. So, I think the downside is going to be that a lot of the fan base, certainly the Americans, the Canadians, probably are not going to be making that trip. The other concern is the size of the fan base in Saudi Arabia. Are we going to get a smaller WrestleMania than what we're used to? Is it not going to be the big grand stadium show that we've become accustomed to? But the positives are they're going to pull out all the stops. That, there is no way Saudi Arabia is going to want this show to flop and fail. So they're going to pull out all the stops. I mean, I would imagine it will be just one of the biggest extravaganzas you have ever seen, right? So there we go. That's the news on that. Okay, then we had a lot on tickets today. I don't know why. I think there was a conference call, right? So TKO president Mark Shapiro said that Vince McMahon, right? Are you ready? We all know of what a bad guy Vince was. What's he done now? Yeah? States that Vince McMahon, this guy, was primarily, pricing tickets, for families. And he wasn't really focused on maximizing the opportunity to increase prices like TKO are doing. Because he was looking after the families. So, it makes you so mad, doesn't it? I mean, even Hitler got the trains to run on time in Germany. You know what I mean? So, bad people don't do just constant bad things. Like, sometimes bad people do the occasional good thing. So, we've stumbled across one here for Vince. So, love that for him. Right, we've even got this audio, right? I don't think Mark Shapiro talks about Vince in this, but he does come out with some very, very interesting comments. Listen to what he says about Wrestlepalooza.
And then you've got, of course, the PLEs. And hopefully Wrestlepalooza is a winner and we can bring that back annually, because that could just be a marketing bonanza for us if we do that right. Triple H is spending night and day creatively around making that what we think it can be, which is another WrestleMania or another SummerSlam. Those two stand out above the rest. Royal Rumble's right beneath that, and we think Wrestlepalooza can get into that quadrant. And what I would say on this front is that we need to sell all those out. We haven't done that yet. We're having a lot of conversations, everywhere from Atlanta to Charlotte, to London and Paris. I mean, no shortage of countries similar to F1 that want to see us bring our show to town. And we're going to maximize those opportunities, both in kind, but most important to me is cash. Cash kills. So that's where we are.
Cash kills. So there we go. I mean, I think those comments about Wrestlepalooza are very, very interesting. So he was saying that you've got WrestleMania and SummerSlam with Royal Rumble just below with, I think, the amount of money they generate. And then he was like, we're hoping to get Wrestlepalooza up into that quadrant. So it's funny, isn't it, how they're not talking about Survivor Series, not talking about Money in the Bank. Back in the day, the big four used to be Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam. Now it seems like we've got a big two with apparently the Royal Rumble just underneath, but it can't be that far behind. And actually, from a viewership point of view, I think Rumble beats them all. So I think the Royal Rumble this year got more views than either of the WrestleMania days on Netflix. So, I mean, Royal Rumble, the fans love that show. Maybe from a ticket point of view, it doesn't generate the same amount of money as a WrestleMania. WrestleMania is 2 days, as is SummerSlam. So, that probably plays a big part. But it's interesting how he's saying they're hoping to get Wrestlepalooza right up there, And obviously they're going bigger with Survivor Series this year as well. So, yeah, very interesting. This business side of WWE is dirty and murky, but very, very interesting. So, but it does bring us to ticket prices. TKO COO makes it sound like the tickets will stay too pricey for many fans. So, I don't know. I think it's this one we need. So, these were the comments. So, he said, WWE is not where the UFC are yet on the ticket yield. We have work to do there. So, the ticket yield is to do with how much the average ticket sold for, right? If you take the cheap ones, the expensive ones, what's the average? We know we have a lot of room there because Vince was primarily pricing tickets for families. Oh, this guy. And wasn't totally focused on maxing the opportunity there. Now that we've seen what we can do with UFC, we're replicating that in terms of the ticket yield and holding back and advanced sales when it comes to on location. On the WWE side, it's working out really well. So there we go. So, it doesn't seem like they're looking at driving the ticket price down anytime soon. So, Taker 1990, thank you. Johnny, thank you. Taker 1990 just tagged me in this as well. It's just an article. The Brock Lesnar guy that you might see in the crowd all the time. He managed to get some really good seats. And apparently they were charging $900 for those seats. And Brock Lesnar guy was like, the biggest bit of advice I can give you, wait until the final second, because they have to sell those seats. They have to shift tickets. And if it means dropping the price drastically, then they have to do it. So I think he got the $900 seat for like $373 or something, around that $350, $400 mark. A massive reduction on what they were asking for just days earlier. So last minute tickets, how a WWE fan beat the $900 ticket price. Might not work for everyone, of course. It might only be if you're just waiting for just something around like the ring. But interesting all the same. So the WrestleMania news, the ticket news, that's been the big news of the day. Let's go over, though, let's go NXT. There's a few bits in here. Obviously, NXT yesterday was bonkers. We had so many main roster stars popping up because next week is NXT Homecoming. Vic Joseph explains his candy stash. We were talking about this during a stream. Why does he have all this candy? And apparently it is to boost his blood sugar. Every now and again he does just need a little boost. So he's got it there for that reason. So we kind of suspected it would be something like that, but it was just good to get that confirmed. So Mayor Pete, thank you. There's Sol Ruca dragging Zarya away. You might remember yesterday in the main event, she accidentally hit the Soul Snatcher on Zarya, and there she is screaming out and dragging the lifeless body of Zarya to the back. Unfortunately, of course, they wouldn't win that match. It would be the Culling, Izzy and Tatum that would emerge victorious. So Johnny, thank you. Closed captions confirm it. So yes, this bit here, this was a talking point. Booker T, right? Booker T obviously had some comments that we picked up on. Let's see if we can find the closed caption in. There we go. I gotta pop my D, man. So I believed it was the word neck. I couldn't hear it at first. I genuinely couldn't. Certainly live, I couldn't. And then immediately afterwards, I looked to see if anyone was talking about it. There was a couple of people online, but not many, right? So I played it back and I could not hear anything other than I've gotta pop my D, right? I couldn't hear anything other than that. I really, really couldn't. So, I mean, we can play it so you can hear it for yourself, actually. Let's play it now.
Pop my dick, man.
Yeah, there.
I gotta pop my dick, man.
I couldn't hear anything but the D words. But someone, after I put my reaction out, said, no, I'm pretty sure it's neck. And I was like, oh, that does make more sense. Why would you say, I need to pop my D on a TV show, a wrestling TV show. I mean, I think we could all agree that would be too far. So it makes a lot more sense for him to say neck. It just, I don't know why, it just doesn't quite sound like it, but I can believe that it is.
I gotta pop my dick, man.
But the closed captioning on this video from Johnny does not have it as neck. Does not have it as neck either. So think about all those poor deaf people that are looking at the closed captions that are still confused right now. Still confused. So there we go. Logan, thank you. Vic Joseph has done LFG, has done Raw, he's done NXT. Smackdown. So, yeah, interesting. I wonder if he'll get that opportunity, and I wonder if that opportunity will show itself soon. Samir said, did Booker T say, let me pop my D out for this? Apparently that was all the way back in August. Mayor Pete said, did he say it during Heatwave as well? I mean, I've not gone back and checked, but my belief would be that I gotta pop my neck out is probably a little saying that he's got, right? When things are getting spicy, when he's getting all excitable. He probably has that as a bit of a go-to line, but it just doesn't sound great, does it? But maybe that one didn't sound as bad because I didn't pick up on anything there, so would be interesting to go back, but I don't fancy going all the way through Heatwave to try and find that line. But yeah, maybe not the first time there's been this misunderstanding. There's Tyler Breeze reacting. Obviously, we saw him on NXT this week, which was awesome. Here's Grayson Waller. Look, Grayson Waller, just show him. His old boss is calling Slide to answer. Look at this cheeky background as well. Look at this. I think this is when he lost his smile, wasn't it? So there we go. Old boss was giving him a call. We know that Grayson Waller is going to be on next week's NXT. He's going to be hosting the Grayson Waller Effect. He's going to have Oba and Ricky Saints on that show. Yeah, this was a fun meme. It did the rounds today. So the Powerpuff Girls WWE version. Stephanie, Tiffany, and Rhea. So there we go. WWE really bringing this edit to life. So there we go. Very good. Saw a lot of people enjoying that. So Mark, thank you. Booker T.
I'll pop off a piece of my dick.
I've never seen this. I don't know where this is from. I mean, I don't think he's quoting this. I don't think that I just don't think the D word is a word that you can be throwing out on commentary full stop, even if it was a reference. But I don't think it's that. But interesting that it does feature in a film as well. And interesting that someone previously thought he had said that. So, listen, I might be giving him way too much credit. Perhaps he did say it. Perhaps I'm sat here going, no, I think it is neck. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Right, here's Ethan Page. He said, this insecure beep waits till I look my absolute worst to come and take a selfie with me. And Tyler Breeze is like, sorry to break it to you, bud, but having me in the picture with you is the only thing that would make a picture of you passable. Yeah, he's an uggo. He's an uggo. Yeah, Prince Pretty is here now. Oh, God, I'm so excited that he's back, you know. I know it's only going to be for one match, but what if he wins? He should win. I want him to be the North American champion. I want Prince Pretty back. That's what I want. And NXT drew 654,000 viewers for this week's show. Not great, not terrible. I would say acceptable. More than acceptable, really. But we have been up in the 700,000 range. But yeah, 654,000. Hopefully it can do better than that next week for Homecoming as we go to Full Sail. Okay, let's go other, shall we? I love this quote from Shawn. Shawn said, you're always comforted when you're handing over the reins of the business to someone that respects it, honors it, and enjoys it. That gives all of us a lot of peace and comfort. When Cody comes to the Performance Center, it's very fortunate for us. He wants to pass it on to the next generation and echoes a lot of what we say. That's a huge help and comfort to everyone in WWE. You know the business is in good hands moving into the future. What a quote from Shawn, just talking there about Cody. Oh, great, love that. Okay, apparently Brock Lesnar is going to get added to 2K25. They've not announced it, but someone has worked out and found him in the code. So they're thinking that there's going to be an update soon, which is like a John Cena farewell tour update. They're thinking Brock will be added via that, but not confirmed. Edward said CM Punk has been announced for the October 15th WWE Super Show live event in Melbourne, Australia. So there we go. Looks like Punk is going to be at that live event in Australia, if that is something you are thinking of attending. Yeah, I never saw this. This just passed me by. I must have been chatting to you guys. Grayson Waller admits that he legitimately smashed a fan's phone on Raw. So here's the clip, look. Right? Here's Xavier. So he grabs the phone, yeah? He gets it, chucks it down. Then you can see Grayson go over. Bang! And then boots it away. Apparently that legit broke it. Grayson was saying that he thought it was quite funny that people thought it was a planted fan, like a fake phone or something like that. And he was like, no, I was giggling to myself that, no, the dude just lost his phone. He had more to say as well. He said he's really excited to kind of get in there with CM Punk. He said he's spending too much time with Seth Rollins. We've got to try and drag him out of that. Those two have got to stop fighting. I want to see what Punk's really about. That's one of my dreams, because on the mic, there's no one better. As someone who prides himself with his microphone ability, I want to test myself against CM Punk, because I know he's not going to hold back at all. He's going to say whatever he thinks, and that's something that doesn't really exist anymore. I've got a lot to say about Punk, but we'll save that for the day that it needs to be said. I've been saving that for a long time. Mate, I need to see this. I need to see this. I was so high on Grayson Waller in NXT, and my opinion of him has not changed. I just don't think that A-Town Down Under was the right vehicle, and I think that you could see it wasn't the right vehicle quite early. WWE, for whatever reason, didn't have the room to pivot and change direction. They just kind of stuck with that team, even though they weren't really using them. Well, now that team is done. Now we've got an opportunity to do something with Grayson, so I really hope we take that. Grayson also told a story where he was at the bar, and apparently there was a bit of trouble, and Shayna Baszler came over, and she was like, everything all right here? Because there was some guy that was kicking off, and Grayson was like, okay, I've got a bit of backup. And then MVP came over, and he was like, everything all right here? And then Josh Barnett, former UFC heavyweight champion, who Shayna Baszler, it calls like a bigger brother, came over and was like, is everything all right here? I mean, I'd imagine that guy was like, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, no, there's no issues whatsoever. So there we go. Apparently it was at WrestleMania 40, just after winning the tag titles. Grayson went back to the hotel bar and just got a little bit feisty, but that calmed it right down. Here's Bayley. So she posted this picture of her just having a bit of fun, kind of with her old school Bayley shirt on. And then again, we've got this image that's been attached to it now. So she is still conflicted. All of that in the same day as well. Rob Van Dam said he was in talks to face John Cena on Cena's retirement tour. I don't know how serious those talks were. I don't know if Rob thought they were serious and maybe WWE didn't. I find it very hard to believe that they would bring Rob in. I don't know. They brought him in for like an ECW kind of show, and he wasn't seemingly in a great place. It's hard to believe they would have given him a match against John. Maybe they would. Certainly if I think he was fit and healthy and in a good place and could work and go, then yeah, maybe. But I don't know. He doesn't seem to have been in a good place for a little while to me. As we said, we brought him in when we did an ECW show, and we didn't really use him, even though we'd heavily advertised him. And there was rumours that plans had sort of changed. So, don't know. I don't know how serious that is, so I'd take it with a big pinch of salt. Triple H missed the September the 8th Raw, so Raw just gone, because he was filming Kill Tony. He was like, oh, I'm not meant to have mentioned that right now. But apparently that's why he missed this week's Raw. So, yeah, there we go. Great. So, wrestling fans since day one, thank you. Okay, I think we've only got a couple of folders left to go. Fun's got lots of pictures in it. Ryder, thank you. This is good from Asuka. That Kyrie thing is really getting over, isn't it? Very good. Edward, thank you. Here's Roxanne, look. So recreating that picture when she was young, and there's AJ with a coffee in her hands, right? These pictures are great. I mean, look at the fun they're having backstage. So, yeah, there's the famous picture of Roxanne and AJ, and then there's the recreation, and just having a lot of fun backstage. I would imagine there's just a flipping queue of women that just want to have words and meet up with AJ Lee, you know? So, I mean, she just must be... She does not need to get any coffees or anything at all. She's got a whole women's division that will go and get anything she needs at her beck and call. So, I bet she is living her best life behind the scenes. So, there we go. Just some fun pictures. As well as that, another fun picture. Mitchell, thank you. There is 3MB, Jinder, Heath Slater, Drew McIntyre. No idea where they were or why they met up, but there we go. 3MB alive and well. Right, Cora and AJ actually FaceTimed Cora. So Roxanne and AJ FaceTimed Cora Jade. Or Eleanor Black, as she is now, so. And I think that's like a dog in the background. So there we go. A lot of people were saying about Cora Jade and how she was missing out. So how lovely of AJ and Roxanne to give a call to Cora. So imagine getting that call, you know? Crazy. There's another fun picture. There are the punks. So we got AJ Lee. We got, so it's kind of like father, mother, daughter dub photo, all in the AJ Lee merch as well. So Edward, thank you. Talking of pictures, there's Brandy with the new baby. So love that. We do what we want these days, says Brandy. So there's the first glimpse of Cody and Brandy's new baby. Shaquem, thank you. Yeah, I just thought this was kind of fun. This is a picture from 2021, and this person has posted this image, right? Just reposted it. And Chelsea's like, this photo makes me giggle. I was secretly hiding my third broken arm in this photo, and no one knew, not even work. Look at the cast on my left arm. There, you can just see it. This black cast that's on that arm. Apparently her arm was broken, and at this point she hadn't told anyone, no one knew, not even work knew. So here she was, like, promoting the figures with a broken arm, her arm in a cast. And she says, this makes me giggle because I was secretly hiding the fact I had a broken arm. I'd love to know more about that story. Like, when did she tell them? How long did it take for the arm to heal? I mean, that's months and months and months. So she was going to have to tell them eventually. So, yeah, a secret cast. Right, this was the best strategy ever, said Asuka. I'm a genius. So glad I get to see Kyrie's happy face again. So, of course, there she is, grabbing Kyrie, putting Kyrie in harm's way. And, of course, then she would kick out at Nikki, knock Nikki down. And there's Kyrie. It is an abusive relationship, this. It's a very abusive relationship. Oh, mates. This might be my favourite Wednesday ever. I think this is actually my favourite Wednesday. I think this gets the award for the best one ever. Check this out. So good.
If this works, we'll finally get Rendell.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah, looks good.
You're Ken now. You got this.
I look ridiculous.
You can't have that mindset. Get in the mindset of Ken.
Do you think this is gonna work though?
Like,
if it works, then like...
Hey guys, happy Wednesday. So today we have Charles because y'all just want to see him. Oops.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
I was really excited. So yeah, Charles, everyone wants to know, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time?
Where did it say that?
It said right there.
my free time.
Yeah.
Enjoy a good.
Oh my gosh,
film.
have you met the new guy? His name is Ken.
All right.
Yeah, bro, how are you?
Ken, would you like to answer what your favorite things to do are?
Yeah, honestly, I kind of like, I love catch wrestling, honestly.
Oh my gosh, so do you.
And bro, I
What?
love Kermit, bro. Like,
Oh my gosh, so do
Kermit,
you.
bro. I love
Oh my.
Fun for
Bro.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Yeah.
Like, I got your number. I'll hit you up, you know? And you, man, Kermit, bro, for life.
Yeah.
You know.
I knew it was too good to be true. Women.
Bro, I told you. I thought you said it was going to work.
You should have pinned it down.
Pretty fun, innit? Getting Kendall Gray to disguise herself as Ken because those two want to team together, but Charlie's not having it. So I thought that was really entertaining. I thought that was done very, very well. So Raymond, thank you. I think it shows as well that Kendall Gray can really turn her hand to like a bit of comedy stuff, a bit of character stuff as well. So Lieska has arrived at WWE shop, apparently about $60. So you can probably get like some that looks very similar for cheaper. But there we go. It is now available on WWE shop. So Black Ice, thank you. Brady was just talking about tonight's Evolve, and he said, I love how they said that Carly's finisher was a springboard cutter, but then she won with an overdrive. It is true. The graphic in the corner tonight on Evolve was putting over the name of her finishing move, and it was a springboard cut, and then she just like won with something completely different. So I agree. I kind of looked at that on Evolve and went, well, what? That caught me by surprise. Hey, something else that caught me by surprise. Thomas, thank you. Check this out. There's Stephanie. Look, just little Stephanie. And there's Rhea. Look at the perspective. Look at little Stephanie there. She does look so... It works really well, actually. She does look so small. I feel like Andre the Giant. Look at that. When Mommy and Mamacita head out, says Stephanie. So I think that was filmed NXT by the looks of it. There's not that big of a size difference, is there? Is there? It's great, that. I thought that was so entertaining. I thought that was really fun. And then there, look, AJ Lee meets... I tell you, she's meeting everyone. AJ Lee and Lyra. So how great is that? Backstage at Raw. Okay, let's go community. So Ratchet, congrats. Managed to get a response from Heath, just talking about 3MB getting back together. We looked at that photo earlier. And then Matt getting a follow from John Cena. Congrats, my friends. Doesn't follow everyone back. I mean, you can see he's got 14.5 million followers. He only follows 1 million. So only 1 in 14.5 get a follow from John Cena. So Matt, congrats. And then Mitchell said, my girlfriend's sister went to the Halloween Horror Nights and picked this up for me. So I'm guessing that's some sort of poster. I think Mitchell does tell us, actually. It's a poster. For anyone wondering, this guy right here. So there we go, Mitchell. Very nice. Very nice. The poster, not you. But you're nice as well. Right, let's do thanks and get out of here. So Claire, Huddle Talk, Elite Pro Wrestling Forum, He Who Smiles, Edward, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Raymond, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Cal, Claire Webb, He Who Smiles, Silverback, and Cal L. Really appreciate the support, my friends. Hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't want to put one out yesterday when I just didn't think that there was enough there. But yeah, we're back. And we'll have another one for you tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.